Good morning, millennials, and welcome back to The Toast for a very special hump day episode because I am in studio, which, like, she's always in studio. This girl, she doesn't stop working.
She lives at the studio.
But she's in the studio with kind of like a crazy special guest. It's Jax. Yeah, that's right. Jax and Claude in
Back
studio.
together.
Haven't been in studio weeks.
In a few weeks, it's good to be back.
It's so amazing to have you here, sis.
I'm so grateful to be here. Love podcasting with you. Love podcasting together in person.
But let's be real. We're here for a purpose.
We are here for a purpose. I wasn't just going to break my bed rest for nothing.
No, for something worth it.
For something worth it. And this is for sure worth it because I have an announcement to make.
Secret project reveal.
Secret project reveal. I don't make a lot of announcements.
You don't. Because you don't even like to use the word announcement. Like, you take that word, you don't take it lightly.
Yeah.
But this
is an announcement.
It's an announcement to end all announcements.
I think so.
I would say.
I think it's the biggest announcement. No, it's not the biggest announcement I ever made because I feel like that would be like pregnancies.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's up there.
It's up. No, it's seriously up there. It's a fellow labor of love because I have written a children's book.
You guys, you're not fucking ready.
The Camper and the Counselor.
If you're listening as a podcast, highly suggest coming to YouTube.
Because I have a copy of the book and I will be showing you some of the illustrations. It's the cutest book. It comes out on October 10th, but it is available for pre-order now wherever you pre-order your books: Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble, IndieBound, Walmart.
And I think we all learned the importance of pre-order when I was promoting my book. It's so important to support authors in their pre-order phase. So it's so nice. You know, you spend the money now, a few months from now, you get a little gift.
Right. It just shows up at your door. We were just talking about this on the Redheads, how pre-ordering, especially like with books too, like it just shows up on your Kindle.
Your Kindle,
it
yeah.
It just shows up at your door. You don't have to like set a reminder, okay, her book comes out October 10th. So I would highly recommend pre-ordering it, and I would also really appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. This is The Camper and the Counselor, and of course it is inspired by my story of the Camper and the Counselor that has been living rent-free in my head since 2018.
Yep.
If you've been a toaster for a while, you know the shtick. I am the camper, Margot is the counselor, and
which is like so disgusting because I'm sitting right here.
It's so disgusting towards Turdy.
It should be called The Turdy and the Turdy.
The Turd and the Turdy.
Maybe the sequel. The Turd and the Turdy. I like that.
I like it too.
So let's talk about well, tell me, I don't want to give it anyway spoilers, but what is the premise of the book? And who is this book for? Because I have an idea in my head who the book is perfect for.
So that's a great question. Who is this book for? It's listed as ages 1 to 9 because this is Harry's favorite book. Like, it is a great book for the newborn phase because it rhymes. I was not going to write a children's book that didn't rhyme because I don't read children's books that don't rhyme.
No, I don't fuck with children's books that don't rhyme. Like, what are you doing if you ain't rhyming?
It's no fun to read a children's book to your child that does not rhyme.
Couldn't agree more. And when I sit down to read a book to one of the kids, like, I literally am Cardi B. Like, I'm so on point. I'm obsessed with iambic pentameter. So much so, I went over your book a few times to make sure that the iambic pentameter was on point.
We went over every verse over and over again, like clapping it out, making sure it hit the right notes, and it does.
It's so good, you guys. Like, good luck getting through it without crying. It is the sweetest thing. If you went to camp, like, you know how, as like a young person, camp is so magical, and the book totally captures the magic of camp. Like, if you have like even the remotest, like, warmest feelings towards camp, like, you're gonna die if you went to camp. If you have a kid going to camp, I feel like so it addresses that whole, homesickness thing.
It's ages 1 to 9 because you can read it to your newborn baby or toddler, but then also at 8 years old, kids start going to camp for the first time, and it's a really great prep book for a kid who's going to camp for the first time.
I mean, I went to camp at 6.
Right. I went to camp at 8, which is the standard age. Snitch went to camp at 5.
Yeah. But she had like her whole family there.
Yeah, all the sisters were there. So like, what's she going to spend the summer at home?
Right.
Come on over to camp.
And oh my God, we just loved camp. If you listen to the show, you know we're like obsessed with camp. So this is like such a natural extension. And I think we can officially remove my irrelevant book from the acrylic placard and place yours.
I think that we can. This will be a ceremonial changing of the book guard.
Oh my God. It kind of goes with our aesthetic better.
I know. I'm also just going to have to like take it home every night because it's truly Harry's favorite book.
No, and if you, like, our cameras aren't that high def, but if you like really zoomed in, you would see like the pages, Harry's like tearing at him, chewing on him.
He ripped out one of the birds. There's all these like, he loves birds and there's birds throughout the book and he took one as a souvenir.
Can I read like the first page?
Yeah, I was going to read like up until.
Not me making this about me.
No. I mean, you could, but
Let me just read the first page. It's so cute.
okay,
like
fine. You could read the first page and I'll read the second page.
Okay. The Camper and the Counselor by Jackie Oshry, illustrated by Polina Karmazova, who did the most amazing job. Like these, I'll also show everyone my favorite page.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fair.
It's the first day of camp. My bags are tightly packed. My duffel, trunk, and pillow are all neatly stacked. We bump and we bounce up curves, bends, and hills. The windy camp roads give me goosebumps and chills. Dad, you want to read the second one?
Sure. It's so camper.
It's so camper.
We're here, I yell as we pull into the drive. We've made it to camp. I'm so glad to arrive. Yeah, and we all have it memorized at this point. It's 32 pages, which
It's, and you could add it to your Goodreads.
you could. I'm looking forward.
It's on Goodreads. I will be adding that to my yearly book count.
I'm looking forward to adding it to mine. This is Claudia's favorite page. Which, this one?
Let me see. Yes. Oh my God. So the camper is of course redhead.
Yeah.
I didn't really see a camper who really looked like me. It was probably the chubby one running at the back of the pack. That was probably me. But the redheaded camper is so cute. She has green eyes. She literally looks like Jax, curly hair. And on this page, she's eased past her homesickness and she doesn't even realize that she's so far from home because she's having such an amazing time at camp.
She's reflecting on the good times.
She's reflecting on the good times. She's in nature. She's with the leaves. And here is, I don't know what page this is, but she's just living her best life. And I couldn't be more obsessed with this page. You really need to see it in person, which is why you should pre-order it. Thecamperandthecounselor.com.
Yeah, you really need to experience it in person.
This book is, you want me to put it here?
Yeah, maybe I'll show my favorite page.
Yeah.
What is my favorite? I mean, they all have my heart.
I think they all are amazing pages.
Oh, actually, you know what? I think my favorite page is the last page, and I don't want to spoil the ending.
Oh my God, the ending, you guys. I'm seriously, good luck not crying. It's so fucking cute.
No, I used to read the book in all its different iterations to Harry throughout the first year of his life because I wrote the first draft when I was 9 months pregnant with Harry, so over a year ago. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the book just wrote itself because this story has been living in my head.
Yeah.
You all know I've been LARPing as camper and counselor, and I've always dreamed of it being a children's book, but I was in no rush to write it, especially before I became a mom. But then when I was pregnant and I was quarantining, I had all this time on my hands, and I was like, let me take a stab at it.
No, I remember the first time I heard it via FaceTime. Chills.
Yeah, the first time I read it. Well, so first I took a stab at it. I wrote my first draft. The words poured out of me. It's changed so much since then, but the general story is the same. But the first time I read it over Harry's crib, just based on notes on my phone, he was probably 1 week old.
Yeah. He loved it. Obsessed.
Enraptured.
No, the thing is, Harry's got taste.
It really is his favorite book right now. I'm not even exaggerating, and that warms Mama's heart.
It's the cutest thing. Thecamperandthecounselor.com. It's so good. It's perfect gift, of course, if there's a mom in your life. If you are not a mom or you're an auntie, it's perfect for that.
If there's a toaster in your life who's having a baby, it's the perfect baby shower gift. If you're a godmother, if you're an uncle, if you're a dad, if you're a mom, if you're a sister, you're an auntie, whatever it is, it's a great gift. And the best part is that you don't have to be a toaster to enjoy the story. There's no inside jokes in there. It's
for kids.
For everyone.
Yeah.
It's for everyone. But the toasters will know the origin story, where it comes from, and how much it means to me.
It is the sweetest thing. I'm obsessed. Mazal tov. Welcome to the Author Club.
Author Club.
So this is a podcast hosted by two authors.
It's a very literary podcast.
It really is.
It actually has been for a while.
Yeah.
But now it's two authors.
If only 2019 me could see us now.
I know. Should we change the name of the podcast to Two Authors, One Cup?
No. Two authors, one book. Even though we have two books. But
yeah.
I like mine better.
Okay.
Even though I'm an author who, for the life of her, cannot pronounce submersible.
Why do you need to pronounce it?
That's what it's called. The submarine. That's submersible? Sub, yeah. Everyone's saying sub, and it's because they don't know. Because it's not a submarine. It's a submersible. Okay, everybody, I said yesterday, submersible. And then I was like, submersible? Wait, what would you say?
Submersible.
Submersible. That's so easy.
Yeah.
Submersible.
But I feel like they're making it extra complicated.
It's a submarine.
And for what?
It's a submarine.
What?
What? We're going to talk about that.
We are, but you can get my book for pre-order, link in my bio. We'll post it everywhere today on Amazon. Just search me, Jackie Oshry. It's called The Camper and the Counselor, and it is my pride and joy. I've worked so hard on it, especially in the last few months. Like, that's when everything really revved up.
Page layouts, illustrations.
Yeah, all the illustrations and, like, putting together the book happened in, like, the last 2 months. But all the writing, like, happened first when I was pregnant, and then it was, like, shopped around, not really, and then in the fall I did all the writing editing. So
it's so good.
It's really been a labor of love.
It's a book full of love.
It's a book full of love.
It's a book that radiates love.
And you know what, it's so wholesome. Like, the message is just
fun,
good times, the power of female friendship and mentorship.
The power of female friendship and mentorship, yes.
And just having, like, good old-fashioned fun. That's it.
No, it's so true. Like, getting outside, being with your girlies.
Like, some of these children's books, I'm like, what is the message? Like, the one that I was reading, I'm not going to put any on blast, but, like, I was like, is this about death?
Ooh.
Is this a metaphor for death?
No, and I do think some children's books are meant to help with, like, difficult topics.
Of course, no, but there are some that are like, what is this about? Even when we were doing the Cat in the Hat recap, people were like, it's a statement against working mothers.
Come again?
Because the kids are home alone with the goldfish, and this is the ruckus that goes on.
Honestly, I could see that.
I don't know if that's how Seuss meant it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how Seuss sees it.
That's how Seuss sees it. But yeah, some of these books, I finish them, like I read them, Terry. I'm like, what did we learn? What did we learn? What were we supposed to learn?
And so, what are we going to learn from The Camper and the Counselor?
That you have to trust the process.
You have to bloom where you're planted.
You have to bloom where you were planted. And it will all work out, and you'll be better off for it.
No,
sometimes it's about a leap of faith.
It's about a leap of faith. I love that.
So pre-order now. I'll be reminding you up until October. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I feel like they're worried. You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. If you forget today, slips your mind.
There's always tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'll tell Ben. He has to promote it.
Yeah.
Ben's read it.
Ben, like, the way we all, like, the iambic pentameter, like, takes over, and you get in, you're like, I'm so glad you arrived. Like,
yeah.
You become a nut job.
Yeah, you do.
And I will be doing readings throughout the promotional process, you know, little spoilers here and there, so people can really kind of get the voice down once the book arrives.
Works for me. That's kind of like where Maverick came from. Remember, you just, like, said, give me a page, any page.
Give me a word, any word.
And then we heard about the beauty of Maverick.
Pre-order, camperandthecounselor.com.
You know who loves this book? Maverick.
Actually, I haven't spoken to him in quite a while. Things have been kind of tense.
Ever since you opened up?
Yeah, like, opened a vein for him.
And he didn't respond. Did you ever hear from him?
Never heard a word. But, like, I wouldn't even know how to contact him. I don't know if he would know how to contact me.
He would know how to contact you.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you're easy to find.
Well,
no offense.
I'm wide open, Maverick.
Except for Ben.
Yeah. Well, we've got a great show today.
We do have a great show.
It's Wednesday, which means Dear Toasters.
The stories, they came together in a flash, you guys. This is the sort of week, we were just getting cocky and, like, saying, oh, we're too good for the Fast Five. Like, this is the sort of week where the Fast Five fuels me. I was genuinely devastated yesterday that I was not on the show, because 3 of the 5 stories I felt so deeply passionate about. Of course, one we will still be talking about today because it is the story.
It's a developing story.
And it's global news, and every day people are invested, and that is the Titanic. And the fact that there's Titanic news and I wasn't here, like,
it's devastating. But you know what? I don't know if there could have been a better person to...
No.
Because Stassi's so obsessed.
No, she's so obsessed. It was as if it was me sitting here.
Yep.
A pregnant Titanic fanatic.
Yeah. No, it was perfect. And she gave some great insight on Vanderpump Rules. She was a great... If you haven't listened to the episode, highly recommend. She was great.
Yeah, she was great. I really enjoyed it.
Did you get to... I didn't talk to you yesterday.
Story.
I didn't talk to you yesterday because I was in Boston doing a Spritz meet and greet, which was fabulous. Thank you to everyone who came. And I wanted to tell you about the thing that happened to me in the middle of the night, but I actually wanted you to hear it on the podcast first. Were you dying?
Yes, but, like, the fact that you couldn't take any responsibility for your role.
What the fuck did I do besides literally get up to piss?
No, I know, but, like, I don't know. It's just, like, that just doesn't happen to people, you know?
No, but let's go back. My role?
Your role, like, first of all, if you see a figure in the door, like, that's your husband, you know his shape.
By the way, that of course, but rationale and logic when you're in, like, a panic situation never persevere. It's
no, but
always...
you're always screaming.
Oh my God, not you.
I'm
like
victim blaming.
You're victim blaming.
Because I just like literally, you'll be sitting here and like the door opens here and you can't see, and you can't see past the lights, and you scream every time.
I'm very easily scared. Yes. So when somebody opens a door, I'll literally, my heart will stop. I'll be like, but this was not like it was like
I know.
Oh my God, not you like invalidating my entire experience.
No, I'm not. But like it took two, like, and also you posed a question, who is it scarier for? I don't know.
Me.
Like, obviously it's scary for you. You think there's someone in your house. But for Ben, he's like stumbling through the dark and just hears a scream.
Oh my God. I literally hate you. I'm so glad you weren't here yesterday, bitch, because you would have like invalidated my entire experience.
But it's scary regardless. And what's so crazy, obviously, is that of all hours of the night, the two of you got up at the same exact time.
Well, I have to imagine when I got up to pee, it like rustled Ben a little bit, and then he was like, yeah, I should pee.
Yeah, there's been a few nights where I've gotten up to pee recently, and it's also like the same time. Like if Zach falls asleep on the couch, like it's the exact same time. Like I get into bed and then he comes in. I'm like, did you hear me?
Maybe. And that like alerted him, like, oh, it should be
maybe,
bedtime.
but like I don't make a peep because I'm sharing a room with Harry.
Right.
So I literally don't make a peep.
Maybe.
So that's the coincidence. No, but I don't mean to invalidate your feelings.
It was crazy.
It is crazy.
It was crazy.
But you guys are crazy.
But we're not. We're just like simple human beings trying to get through life.
You're crazy people who love to scream.
No, I am very easily like scared, and like I'm the perfect person. Like you hide behind a door and you like go boo.
Yeah.
I will have to go to the hospital. Like and it's not. I don't put on a front. Like I wish I wasn't. Like I probably 3 times a day does my heart stop.
Yeah. And like how blessed are you that you don't have any creaky floors?
I know.
That would have alerted you.
That's really like why people are always like, when are you moving to Florida? Like I can't live in a house. Houses make so many sounds. I would be up all night.
But you would hear if someone was coming into the bathroom.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I would have more than one bathroom, you know?
Yeah, you do have more than one bathroom.
I know, but my guest bathroom, I cleaned out my closet and I had all these bags for donation and I shoved them in the guest bathroom because I didn't want them like cluttering up my house. So the guest bathroom, I got rid of them yesterday, but the guest bathroom has been out of commission, which is why me and Ben were sharing a toilet.
Got it. And because you didn't turn a light on.
That too, yeah.
And what was that about?
Who turns the light on in the middle of the night? That's rude.
Oh, I'm peeing so much in the middle of the night now. I close the door behind me and I turn the light up a little bit.
Actually, we have a light in our bathroom.
Stumbling through the dark.
We have a light in our bathroom that just lights up the floor.
Fancy.
It is really fancy, but like, whatever. I'm just peeing in the middle of the night. I'm not even washing my hands. It'll be 10 seconds. Like, I don't flush in the middle of the night either.
I haven't been because I don't want to wake up Bruno, who would bark, and wake up Harry.
Yeah, like it's also just an insensitive thing to do.
It's a chain reaction.
100%.
I don't know, but if the person's in REM, they're not going to hear the flush. He wouldn't hear the flush. You just...
I don't know. I don't want to risk it. I'll do it in the morning. It's a problem for tomorrow, me.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing too.
Yeah. All right, I feel like we should dive in because we have a lot to get into today. We also have a deer
and
toasters.
We have the Kurds that are,
back on their bullshit.
We can't be like last week when we were just like podcasting till no end.
We also have deer toasters today. We actually have a submission. I feel like we're always talking about mothers-in-laws. Mm-hmm. We have a submission from the mother-in-law. It's interesting to get her perspective. She's a real sweetie.
I'm so interested to get her
perspective. It'll be good. So I think we should dive in.
Because I am like feeling...
You're a future.
I'm a future toxic mother-in-law.
100%. And proud.
So without further ado, here are the fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And today's episode is brought to you by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Mattress Matcher is a unique quiz to help you find the best mattress for your needs from the convenience of your phone or computer. So they're going to tailor the results of their quiz for your desired mattress size, comfort level, sleep position, sleep disruptors, and more. Sleep is so personal. Mattresses are so personal. Me and Ben sleep in the same bed, but we have such different needs. And our mattress is from Mattress Firm. Actually, we got it at the beginning, maybe 4 years ago. It's really still in amazing condition. I love Mattress Firm. The common sleep disruptors like snoring, allergies, tossing and turning, temperature, pain, acid reflux, of course, sleeping in the same bed as your partner. The Mattress Matcher will recommend a high-quality mattress from America's top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Purple, Nectar, Sleepy's, Serta, and they will find the one that's right for you. They're more than just mattresses too at Mattress Firm. They have bedding accessories from your sleep needs like pillows, sheets, mattress protectors, adjustable bases. In store, their sleep experts can match you to the right pillow depending on your sleep style and find the right material and height for your needs. With their 120-night trial, you have 120 sleeps to make sure your new mattress and pillow is the perfect fit for you. Because you know what? There's nothing worse than like getting a new mattress and like sleeping on it for the first night and it just like not being the best, but you're kind of stuck with it. Not with Mattress Firm. They give you 120 nights. That's 3 months, 120, 4 months. Wow. 4 months to figure it out. And if you're not happy with it, they will take it back, which is really fabulous. Summer is here, and Mattress Firm has a few really great sales a year, and one of them is the July 4th sale. It is a place to find a high-quality mattress and bedding accessory at every price point. It's a sale you've been waiting for to upgrade your quality sleep. The right mattress matters. Mattress Firm will find yours. Shop in-store or online at mattressfirm.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by the Perfect Bar, the original refrigerated protein bar that you know we love. If you haven't heard, Perfect Bar just launched a new line of protein bars called Perfect Bar Layers. And you know what? Some would say it's layered.
I would.
Yeah, I think you would. Perfect Bar Layers are a new line of crispy protein bars that are stacked with 3 delicious flavors and packed with whole food nutrition. They're made with a crispy base of peanut butter and cashew butter. They're layered with dark chocolate or 100% real fruit, and then they're sprinkled with toasted gluten-free oats. Yum, yum, yum. Delicioso. They're packed with up to 11 grams of protein. They come in 2 delicious flavors, crispy peanut butter and chocolate and crispy peanut butter and berry, basically like a healthy peanut butter and jelly. They're made with only whole food ingredients. It's their classic blend of 20 organic superfoods. They contain no artificial preservatives, making them storable in the fridge, which makes a ton of sense. Like, it's so fresh. Where do you keep your freshest things, Jax?
The fridge.
Right, so like now you have all these crusty old bars sitting in the cabinet? No, not Perfect Bar. They go in the fridge. They are stacked and packed, and if you aren't convinced already, they are also non-GMO project verified, gluten-free, soy-free, kosher, and low GI. The best part is that you can now find them in the refrigerated section at Targets nationwide. Perfect Bar knows that it'll be love at first bite, so they're offering you a chance to try their new refrigerated protein bars for free. Here's how it works. Sign up for email or text and upload a picture of your receipt from your local grocery store, and they'll reimburse you for the cost of 1 bar directly into your Venmo or PayPal account. All you have to do is go to perfectsnacks.com/toast to get a free Perfect Bar today. That's perfectsnacks.com/toast to get a free Perfect Bar today. Happy snacking.
Thank you, Claudia.
You're welcome.
Our first story, the big story of the week. Critical equipment has arrived in a last chance effort to save the Titanic sub passengers. Search crews desperately racing against time to save the passengers on the missing Titanic-bound sub had 3 U.S. Air Force planes deliver critical equipment and tools to Canada late Tuesday in what was described as the last chance to rescue them. The massive C-17 Globemasters, which were believed to have been flown from New Jersey and North Carolina, landed late Tuesday in Newfoundland.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's giving Dachshund.
It is. Where they were met by several flatbed trucks. The cargo was frantically placed onto trucks, which made their way with a police escort to the waiting Horizon Arctic, a Canadian supply ship that set sail.
Oh my God. I think I saw them.
What do you mean?
Last night.
What did you see?
Oh my God. We were driving home from Boston. I did my meet and greet in Boston last night. And I think we were somewhere in Connecticut. And they said that it drove from...
No.
And they were going the opposite way.
They flew to Canada.
Oh.
And then drove to the ship.
Is it possible that I saw them?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Because on the other side of I-95, literally there was standstill traffic. And when we finally reached there was 4 enormous trucks holding up the entire... I don't know what it was, but we were all so confused trying to figure out what it was.
Crazy.
You don't think that was it?
I mean, it could have been.
And there were police escorting it.
I mean, you were going to Boston. So these ones
No, I was driving home from Boston, but they were going the other way on the I-95.
Right. And it's about 300 miles off the coast of Newfoundland, but 900 miles off the coast of Cape Cod. So maybe they were going to the Cape. I'm
telling you, I might have seen it.
You might have seen, yeah, sure.
Something.
Wow, crazy.
Maybe I was a part of the rescue efforts.
Let's just say that you were. Yeah. So they went to the supply ship and made the voyage to the middle of the sea to try and find the sub that's missing. So they said, this is the last kick at it. This is the last chance. There's no other chance than this ROV underwater vehicle to find the sub. But also I saw this morning that they're hearing some sounds using sonar that sounds like banging. So if the sub is still intact and the passengers are still alive, they might be banging to
what?
Because,
to make sound?
The radars would pick up sound.
Yeah, they wouldn't be banging to try and get out because getting out doesn't help them.
No, they would be banging to be found.
There's a bunch of different theories floating around.
Getting out does not help them.
No, it kills them.
Yeah.
there are a bunch of different theories. One of them is that like at some point on the voyage to the Titanic, the whole thing imploded.
Yes.
Because now where all this footage is coming out of like the inside, they made all these videos before. It's extremely poorly made. It's like, you know, put together with like a remote control from a PlayStation and a piece of duct tape. Like it's not a fancy military grade piece of equipment.
It didn't meet a lot of the regulations that like they would have had it meet, but this is private.
It's not like a government or a military.
Private sea travel. Yeah. So the people who signed the waivers, and I think, did you see that Simpsons producer? He had written a story that he did this trip.
Oh my God.
And on the waiver, even the first page said death 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah, but he talked about like his experience going down and how it's like so different for everyone. Like when they went, they kind of got like lost on the seafloor. Were like looking for the Titanic, not lost in a bad way, but they couldn't find the Titanic. By the time they finally got to the Titanic, they only got to see like the anchor and the hull because they had to go back up. They were out of time.
Oh damn.
But then the next day, a new trip went down and they got to see the whole thing.
So this has been done many times?
Not like so many, but it's been done successfully, yes.
Okay, interesting. And I don't really understand because when me and Stassi yesterday were looking at pictures of this submersible, there's like a little window. There's just one window. It's not like a thing made of glass. So you can't see. So even though you're in this thing, when you actually get to the Titanic, they're showing you the wreckage on a screen.
Oh, well, can you look out the window?
I'm sure.
And take turns?
I'm sure, but like they're showing you on like this just doesn't seem like a good investment.
Yeah,
because you know I could do it for free. I go on YouTube and watch it on a screen too.
Of course, but if you can see it out the window and you're like there,
sure, it's cool.
Especially if you're like a thrill-seeking adventurer,
right?
And perhaps like a history buff.
Right.
One of the people who's rumored to be on the submarine this time is like a French Titanic expert.
Got it. There is also a someone who's on the submersible, their I think nephew or something. Stepson is making waves because he posted on social media last night that, you know, the search is underway for his stepfather, and he has decided to spend that evening at the Blink-182 concert. He posted on social media, at the Blink-182 concert, I know it seems like odd timing for me to be here, but my family would want this. They know how music can help me during a difficult time. And
no, it was crazy.
It was like, by the way, go to the concert. I'm not going to judge anyone for what they do during a difficult time, but like you like genuinely like you don't need to post everything you're doing on social media. Yeah. Like if I had heard this, like if you told me like, oh, you know, I happen to know that guy's son and he went to the concert, I wouldn't think it's weird, but the posting on social media is weird.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes it weird.
Yeah, and obviously everyone felt the same because it's like headline
It's news, right? What did he write exactly?
Okay, hold on.
Pull it up. It was just like a very we didn't need to know this.
It might be distasteful being here, but my family would want me to be at the Blink-182 show as it's my favorite band, and music helps me in difficult times.
Okay, like, thanks. They're so, like, at the end of the day, this is such a sad story, and all the experts who are weighing in on this are saying like it's relatively hopeless that these people will be found.
It's like a 1% chance that they'll be found and
found alive.
Now we're like under 24 hours of oxygen left.
Right. And you know, that's assuming like nothing's gone terribly wrong inside. Like somebody hasn't become, like I said yesterday, like Lord of the Flies. Right. You know, people can get crazy when they think they're about to die. So it's all very unlikely that this will end happily. And it's so sad. But now, like, all the information about this company has come out, OceanGate, and it's like, it's amazing that this company hasn't been shut down, that people have successfully gone and come back up, like that this is the first time, you know, something so bad has happened, because it's like, it's hella unsafe.
Yeah. But I think that when people sign up for this, like, they do know that there's a risk, because we're also, like, hearing from other thrill seekers who have pulled out of this based on like what they saw.
Yeah, but I don't really think that like one of these wealthy people would bring their 19-year-old son if they like really thought there was a good chance they weren't coming back. Like, yeah, there's like a risk every time you go bungee jumping, sure. But this is like another level.
Yeah, this is another level.
So I don't think anyone would like bring their child if they like really thought it was so dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
and like there was an article written in there was like a whistleblower at the company being like, this is so unsafe, and he was fired.
Yeah. Because they just like want to get down there.
Right.
Like regulations and getting up to all these different codes would take years.
Yeah, right. If they wanted to like go about it the real way.
Yeah.
But those codes are in place for a reason.
Right.
So crazy. I feel as though like everyone's talking about this.
It's just so crazy that it's all about the Titanic.
No, it's the Titanic claiming more lives.
I know. And it's just like the Titanic is like
Cursed.
Of course, but it's just like this magnet. Like people are, and I am magnetized by it, but like the way that people are obsessed.
Yeah, no, you're so right.
And I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing.
If somebody had offered you a seat on this thing for free, like no money.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm not a thrill seeker.
You're not.
At all. That does nothing for me. Like, oh my God, never.
No, I'm like, what's the opposite of a thrill seeker? I'm like a chill seeker.
Literally.
Like I've never been like bungee jumping.
No.
I've never done like the craziest thing I ever did was
go
like
out of a plane.
No, I've never skydived. Like like for me, like when I think about the craziest things I've done in my life, it's like jumping off of like a really high rock when I was in the BVI's, and it was like the scariest thing, and it was quite literally 10 feet.
Oh yeah, I jumped off like a big boat once.
Yeah.
But that was like pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we did the leap of faith in the Bahamas.
Yeah, this like really tall water slide, which is completely safe and like fully regulated.
It's for kids.
It's for kids. Yeah, I'm not a thrill seeker. I avoid thrill at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like going in fast cars.
Nope, except you drive with your husband. I don't think I'm ever going to get in a car again with him.
I don't think you should. We got back from Boston. Boston is a minimum 4-hour drive, right? We got home from Boston in 2 hours and 45 minutes last night, and we only had one like near-death experience. And honestly, in Ben's defense, it was not his fault. We were in the left lane, and all of a sudden, and we're going fast because we're on a highway in the left lane. There's no signs. All of a sudden, these cones appear, and it's like the left lane is closed. So it's like you have to merge to the right lane, and to the right of us was this enormous truck. We had no idea our lane was ending. Ben handled it. We were fine. But yeah, we almost died. But you know what? I was in bed. My event was at 7. Ended at 7, excuse me. I was in home, showered, in my bed, watching Shrinking at 10 o'clock.
That's crazy, and I'm happy for you in that instance, but he's out of control.
No, I know. He's insane.
We drove back with him from One Republic over a year ago.
One Republic?
Remember we went a year ago at Homedale.
No, it's so funny. I remember going. I don't remember Ben being there. I thought it was like a sister's night.
No, he was there. He drove us.
Yes, you know what? I do remember. We got home so fast.
And it was horrible.
Yeah, but like the thing is, and I will say about Ben, because I'm
in no rush. Like,
yeah, that's Ben's thing. He's like, he watches the Waze. If it says, estimated time arrival, 9:30, he will not rest until the ETA goes down minute by minute by minute till like 9:30. We'll get there at 9.
It's just not.
And he's not rushing towards anything. But I just do want to say, in Ben's defense, he's a crazy driver. He's not a bad driver,
not at all.
He's really not an unsafe driver. No. He's just a very fast driver.
He's just a very fast driver, and I just don't think we need to be going that fast.
No, and like with our new car, which we'll hopefully be picking out today or tomorrow.
I'm only driving with you.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely worried about it because, like, all right, it's Ben's parents' car. Like, sure, do your worst.
Oh, right. Now it's
but like this is my name on the insurance. Like, no, we will be driving the speed limit at first.
Great.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
And so crazy on our drive to Boston. It's basically one long drive. It's like not like a million directions. You're just on this one road for like 100 miles. Like the entire time we were stuck behind a car that is the car we're picking up, same color and everything. And it's a kind of an off the beaten path color. It's not just like white or black.
Have you told people what car you're getting?
No, I'm saving it for the vlog.
Oh, okay, cool.
Except there were girlies at the meet and greet yesterday. They're like, "Did you drive your new car?" And I was telling them because like they came all the way.
Which one did you wind up going with? Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah, it was, it was more, but more is more.
Yeah.
Like, it's my first car. Like, I just want to say, like, the way I'm so influenced in terms of car purchasing by the Real Housewives, like, I wanted a car that could be seen on the Real Housewives and that I've seen other housewives drive. Like, I know that's weird, but, like, the car that I got, I feel like most of the women in Atlanta drive.
Oh, that's interesting. That didn't influence my decision at all.
Except once we decided not to get this one car, then on Kardashians, Kendall drove to her horseback riding lesson. It's a Land Rover Defender. We thought about it, like we were almost gonna get it, and it's cool, but like it's just like a little too cool for me. Kendall, she's like so different.
Yeah,
and cool.
It's like extreme, and it reminds me of like Prince Philip. Like, are you going hunting?
No,
at Sandringham?
It's a hunting car.
What are you doing?
But then like I decided not to get it, and then of course Kendall shows up driving it.
I think that's okay.
I think it's okay too. If Chloe had shown up, I would have been really devastated.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep
you updated
best.
on the submersible.
hopefully that these hopefully.
So if they run out of oxygen, obviously they will all pass away. Do they continue searching for like the remains?
I think so.
It's not a recovery mission. It's not a rescue mission. It's now a recovery mission.
Yes, I think they will continue searching for a period of time.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's like everyone's coming together.
Talking about this.
Who pays for the rescue?
Like which country you mean?
And like from what funds?
Well, they're in international waters, correct?
Yeah.
So it's, I know, Canada's in there, America's in there.
France, I think, is in there.
It's all hands on deck. And also, these people are from all over. They're not only Americans or Brits.
British,
there's a guy from Pakistan, Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
So it's a global affair. I think maybe the UN gets involved. I don't know.
Right, but it's like, but the taxpayers pay for their country's involvement, right?
I don't know.
Just curious.
That's a good question.
I'm just curious. But then also, I'm sure if there wasn't these rescue missions, like the families, these people are all billionaires. Like the families would.
I'm not worried.
Pay whatever
They'll
need
be
to
fine.
pay.
They'll be fine.
But it's just curious.
Yeah, just like kind of a curious cat.
Are you ready for our next story?
Yes. Are you?
I am, but I was just seeing pictures of the equipment on the trucks, and I was like, should I show it to you to see if that's what you saw?
Let me see.
It's not great pictures. It's like cargo.
Where's the truck?
No, it was obviously. We have to talk about one more thing.
What? And no, this doesn't help me.
That Dumois got a tip that everyone's okay.
Yeah, Dumois got a tip basically saying, like, I know people who are on the crew, like, everyone's been found and they're all alive. Like, God willing, but I don't think Dumois is, like,
has that level of intel.
Yeah. Only, like, if that were true.
I pray,
but only, like, the president has that level. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe the president wrote into Dumois.
I could see it happening.
I know. I'm keeping, just checking.
What do you mean? Like refreshing?
Refreshing. If
I don't think there's any news right now, but of course, I think once we wrap, something will happen.
But if Dumois' tip is true, then it should be forthcoming.
Yes, that's true. That's a big if.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story? Mm-hmm. Some other global news from yesterday.
Yeah.
The Louis Vuitton men's fashion show,
star-studded,
in Paris was star-studded. Jay-Z and Beyonce stepped out together. Kim, Zendaya.
Riri and ASAP.
Yes, Gwen Stefani.
I don't know if I would include her in that. Like
Kristen Davis, Nina Dobrev.
Okay, so high-low.
Oh, sorry, these are just people.
Sorry. Alive? Just people who are alive?
Yeah, literally.
So Nina Dobrev wasn't there? Okay, that didn't sound right.
Like everyone
and what about Gwen
after
Stefani?
Zendaya.
No, okay, yeah.
Neither was
Gwen Stefani, Kristen Davis, and Nina Dobrev like just didn't like fit in that group.
They were just like, this is an article. It starts with the Louis Vuitton show, but then it goes into
what other celebrities are doing.
Celeb spotting.
No, the Louis Vuitton show was in, where was it? Paris?
Yeah.
It was star-studded. Everyone's like quaking over the video of Zendaya like walking over like all these benches to get to Jay-Z and Beyonce and say hi, and they give like warm hugs. Law Roach was with her, also giving hugs.
Where was Law sitting?
I don't know. It was before the show started, so they weren't like at their seats. They were just like chilling by the water.
I'm sure he was sitting front row with Zendaya. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
again.
and they were like wearing like coordinating outfits. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Kim was there wearing like a spandex bra and leggings, and
terrible.
At some point when you like, obviously work and represent a brand, like you just wear what they tell you to wear. But I think Kim has enough influence.
Kim gets a rack.
Yeah,
we've seen it before.
Yeah. And I just don't understand this like athleisure style at like the world's biggest fashion show of the day. Like, what are you doing?
No, it's not a good outfit.
Rihanna and ASAP looked amazing in these like matching co-ord light blue monogram, like obsessed. Beyonce wore this like big yellow item. Like everyone was really doing the most, and Kim's wearing leggings, and like I just don't get it.
It's not even about the fact that she's like wearing leggings. Like if it looked amazing, then it would look amazing, but it really did not.
It's leggings and a bra.
Leggings and a bra and a big fanny pack. A big fur fanny pack.
Oh, yeah.
And heels.
Yeah. I just am not personally like a leggings and heels girl.
No, not really like outside of pregnancy, like where you would have to be wearing leggings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
But at athleisure, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So it was fabulous, and I loved all the content coming out of it, especially from Rihanna. Rihanna looked so... I love the way she just dresses her bump, and she just bumps it out, you know? I loved that. It was a gorgeous day in Paris.
It was, and everyone really showed up and show out. I think like
including Gwen Stefani.
There was a Pharrell tie-in.
Yeah, Pharrell was there too.
Collab. I think like it was a collab collection, something like that.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Very cool. And it was men's?
And it was men's.
I feel like the men's Louis Vuitton show was always like a bigger deal than the women's. Because men's for so long was Virgil, that's why. And all the celebrities went for Virgil. And now I think they like still go for Virgil.
And like Pharrell now is collabing.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. Love to see it.
But the Louis Vuitton women's is always like very cool, very fashion. And but it's not like Beyonce, Kim.
Yeah, I mean, Beyonce doesn't just like go to things.
No.
Especially she's on tour. Oh, speaking of tours, Taylor announced yesterday like the biggest world tour of all time. Like I never saw so many international dates. And she's going to like, you know, like some places feel like natural, you know, like London, Manchester. But like there were places on there I was like, wow, so random. Like, you know, Chile, I think.
No, Chile, she's not going to. And the president wrote her a letter asking her to
that's
come.
why. Okay, wait. Oh, not me taking down the whole set. Hold on. Let me read you all the dates. And there's like multiple. She's setting records. Of course, she's playing the Melbourne or Sydney Cricket Arena, which seats 100,000 people.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's really major. Okay, let me read the cities. The Chilean fans are mad, but also the Filipino fans are really mad.
Because they were doing that thing at the mall.
Exactly. Meet me behind the mall. 4 in Mexico, 3 in Argentina, 2 in Brazil, 3 in a different part of Brazil. 4 in Tokyo, 2 in Melbourne, 3 in Sydney, 3 in Singapore, 2 in Paris, 1 in Stockholm, 1 in Lisbon, 1 in Madrid, 1 in Lyon, France, 2 in Edinburgh in the UK, 2 in Liverpool, 1 in Cardiff, 2 in London, 2 in Dublin, 2 in Amsterdam, 1 in Zurich, 1 in Milan, 1 in Gelsenkirchen, Germany, 1 in Hamburg, Germany, 1 in Munich, Germany, 1 in Warsaw, Poland, 1 in Vienna, and then 2 more in London at Wembley. So, yeah.
She's going to Warsaw.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, really kind of niche.
Do you think she'll do, like, March of the Living? Like,
I hope our queen will take some time while she's in Germany and Poland to learn about their history and, you know, what went down there.
I actually do hope so. But
Me too. I feel
she's
like
busy.
She's busy. But I feel like when you go, like, abroad, like, you're always doing stuff, like, as an American.
Yeah. Are they all like really close dates to each other? She's just going like hopping from Germany to Warsaw.
I already exited it out. I don't know.
Amsterdam.
But it looks like it's, you know, pretty back to back.
That's a lot.
No, it's crazy. No, I'm exhausted for her. People didn't know if she was going to do, but like, I think everybody hoped.
And that's like the biggest tour I've ever heard of.
Yeah. And like, it's not just the classic places. Like, of course, Paris, of course, London, of course, Tokyo, of course, Australia.
But Edinburgh, Manchester.
All those random places in Germany.
Yeah.
Like as an American pop star, that's major. Like I feel like Harry Styles does a lot of international, but he's not American, you know?
Yeah, and it's not like he did a huge American tour. He just sat up at MSG.
And waited for people to show up.
Yeah, and same with Staples Center.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. Queen just like kind of doing queen shit, being the biggest star in the world.
Yeah, I feel like there was some Taylor news. Like she did something.
She went out to dinner with Gigi.
No, that wasn't it. Maybe it was like a song or something.
Well, there's rumors that the Lover Deluxe album is coming, but like I have to get off Swift Twitter.
Oh, Cruel Summer.
It's a single, yeah. Mm-hmm. And there is a music video, I believe. I don't know if she's announced that yet.
And she was supposed to make it a single in 2020, but then like with COVID, Pandemic. She didn't.
But you know what? It's good because the song is having like a renaissance because it's the opening song of the Eras tour. It's like doing like 100 million streams a day. And she's like, that's never happened to me where a song from 4 years ago is just like popping off. So I couldn't do it then, but I can do it now. And I'm glad because like Lover really is so good. We were talking about this, but like what people know from Lover, people who are not like big Swifties who just listen to the radio, they know Me. They know You Need to Calm Down.
Does she do Me at the Eras tour?
No. But it was Me was a single, You Need to Calm Down was a single. Lover is good and The Archer, those were both singles too, but like they're really not reflective of like what the album holds.
Yeah.
So I think in a lot of ways like Lover didn't reach its potential until now because people didn't look into it because what was representing it was not.
Yeah, Me and You Need to Calm Down are like tough songs. So for people to actually hear, you know, Cruel Summer, Death by a Thousand Cuts, like Miss Americana, those are like the real true pop bangers of the album. For people to now hear Cruel Summer on the radio, I think they'll be surprised. Yeah.
And I'm happy. I love that.
I love that too. Ooh, my bladder.
I
don't like have to pee, but it just like, you know what I mean?
Your bladder's like saying, hey, Jax, I'm here.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. Are you ready for our next story?
Yeah, unless you want to pause and pee.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. No. Zoey 102 trailer drop for the movie based
God.
on Zoey 101. Okay, you guys.
I rolled to the back of my head.
Okay, I was ready for that because I hate reboots. I hate all
I
of
don't
it.
even hate reboots, but like, literally, who asked for this?
Nobody.
Besides Jamie Lynn, who asked for this?
Nobody really asked for this, but I watched the trailer. Did you watch the whole trailer? I was surprised by how good of a premise it is. And like, I feel like it could stand alone as just a movie outside of
being a reboot.
Outside of being a reboot. It's the plot is that Quinn and Logan are getting married.
Okay.
Zoey is like been single and struggling. Chase is, I think he brings like a date to the wedding, and Zoey like brings a fake date, but like it's really about like her and Chase like reconnecting at their high school friend's wedding, which would be a movie.
No, it's a fine premise, but like the way I don't like wait up at night, I think that like the cast of Zoey 101 thinks that the fans of their previous show wait up every night being like, what are they going to drop today? Like, I don't think anybody cares, like, honestly.
No, I don't think anybody cares really today, but like Zoey 101 will always, they've left us wanting more, obviously. Like Jamie Lynn exited the show,
I guess,
and we were not done with it. Like, it was such a great,
it was an amazing show.
So they think that like this is the next step. And as far as other like reboot things that we've seen, I just actually feel like this is a decent idea. It just looks like a cute rom-com that's based on the characters of Zoey 101.
Cute.
Really, I was ready to like be eye roll to the back of my head. I thought it was, going to be like Zoey is
a
a teacher at PSA, and she's like, and it's
PCA,
sad.
yeah.
And it's sad.
No, sad.
Sad. It was not. This is like a whole separate entity. Like, you could watch this movie and have no idea what Zoey 101 is, and it's just like
for sure
two high school, like middle school sweethearts falling in love.
Like the way the cast on social media and even like the People magazine exclusive is like, the fans have been waiting. We haven't. Like, I just want to say, as a fan of Zoey 101, we have not been waiting. I don't think about Zoey 101. There are shows that I think about it, like that I say, oh my God, I need them to get back together. Like, I need some sort of there are shows. Zoey 101 is just not one of those shows for me. And I just feel like the way it's so blown up, everyone, and I feel like over the last couple of years, they've literally like said a million times, like, it's happening. And it was like a commercial. Like,
it was a song.
Right, whatever. We don't care. Like, and I think I speak for everyone. Just let me know. Do I speak for everyone?
You speak for me. Like, I didn't care, but I was then surprised by how decent it looked.
Paramount Plus is like a good streaming service. Like, they don't put out crap, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be good. But like, genuinely, who's been asking for this? It's like, you've all been asking. Who?
They could find a tweet that says anything.
I know. They could find a tweet that says anything. Yeah. But there are like actually things people are waiting for, Yeah. And I just don't think this is one of them. Not to be like so negative.
No, and it's like if we were waiting, like, the clock ran out
a long time ago, and they like used, when they had that music video, they pretended it was going to be like some reboot a few years ago. They were all posting like, something's coming. They posted the key.
Yeah, they used, honestly, they wasted the good surprise.
They wasted the good surprise on that.
Agreed. Well, anyways, I'm being optimistic, and
That's so unlike you.
I know. I was really surprised by how the trailer made me feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should watch it.
Okay.
Are you ready for our next story?
No. Is it the next story that's brought to you by Lululemon?
Yes.
Lululemon shorts were made to stretch, flex, and support the infinite ways of working out, giving you the courage to leap into something totally new and unexpected. The Hottie Hot short, which is the short with a comfortable range of motion and a flattering fit, are some of our favorites. We love Lululemon. It's summertime. It's getting hot. We got to bare our legs.
Would you say it's summertime and the living's easy?
I would say that. I would definitely say that. But I would say it's not so easy bearing your legs, but Lululemon makes it easy. So that Hottie Hot short is great. The fabric is so like cooling. It's sweat wicking. It feels good. You can carry your essentials with two perfectly placed discreet pockets. The Wonder Train short is also a great short. It's the short with supportive stretch that keeps you dry. They're powered by the Everlux fabric. The Wonder Train collection manages heat and sweat so you stay comfortable and focused. They've also got great men's items. So the Pace Breaker short is a versatile short that's up to any challenge. The ultra lightweight fabric means that you can train, move, and stretch how you want without the baggage. Each pair of the Pace Breaker shorts is designed to wick away moisture, so all that's left is your intention. Secure storage means you can keep things close without feeling them bounce around, if you know what I'm saying. Summertime and the living's easy. Thanks to Lululemon and their shorts, which make getting around in the heat so much easier, making that undercarriage nether region area dry and safe. So get into Lululemon shorts at lululemon.com. That's LULU lemon.com. Lululemon.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by one of Jackie's favorite sponsors, Thrive Market. Thrive Market is our go-to for all of our organic grocery and household essentials. And the convenience of getting it all quickly shipped to our doorstep is a huge time saver. As Thrive Market members ourselves, we save money on every single grocery order. On average, we are saving over 30% each time. It's also grocery delivery, which is just everything of the sort. Tell me about your recent experience with the Thrive Market. Every time I go to your house, I have such delicious things in which to snack.
So many good snacks that are guilt-free because they're made with better-for-you ingredients. And I love that, like, I don't have to troll the grocery aisles looking at the ingredients, wondering if they're better for me, because I just know everything at Thrive Market is vetted.
Is Thrive Market approved?
Right. If it's Thrive Market approved, like, you don't have to ask so many questions. You just see, like, if you're vegan or paleo, whatever your needs are, but you can sort on the side, like, based on what those things are. So sometimes I'll look for, like, plant-based stuff because I wouldn't get meat. So it's an amazing way to shop. The prices are so much better than the grocery store, and you're getting better quality foods with better ingredients.
And for me, like, I'm discovering new items. Like those puffs that you got from Annie's. So good. I didn't even know Annie's made puffs.
I had I discovered something new yesterday because I got like a frozen mac and cheese from Amy's, which is like a
different one.
If the Thrive Market approved, and Zach made it for me for lunch yesterday. Tasty.
When you join Thrive Market, you're also helping a family in need with their 1-for-1 membership matching program. So you join and they give. Join in on the savings with Thrive Market today and get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. Go to thrivemarket.com/thetoast for 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/thetoast, thrivemarket.com/thetoast.
Thank you, Turdy Lou.
You're welcome, Jackie.
Our next story, a little love news, literally. Kevin Love and Kate Bock shared the first photo of their newborn baby. The Miami Heat star who welcomed his first child with Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Kate Bock on June 10th shared the first photo of the couple's newborn baby over the holiday weekend. He was pictured holding their bundle of joy on his chest while at home in Miami, Florida, and then she reposted the photo saying, "Mine." I follow Kate Bock and this whole she didn't post her pregnancy, but the whole thing escaped me. Apparently, a month ago, she showed off her bump at the Tiffany opening. I missed it, and then she shows up on Instagram like with a baby.
Yeah,
and I've genuinely never been so shocked.
Same, because it's not like we're invested. We talked about their wedding. They got married at the New York Public Library. We talked about their wedding at length. Like, we were obsessed. I follow her on Instagram. How do we miss this?
I do not know. Plus, she gave birth right before Game 5. I didn't know he was on the Heat and that he was in the finals.
The Cavaliers, I thought.
No, he's on the Heat.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Okay. Then they won.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
the Nuggets won, right?
So beyond my expertise.
No, I'm pretty sure the Nuggets won. How do we not know this? Who won?
I just feel like it wasn't made like big news.
I know.
But the Nuggets kind of like does sound familiar.
I feel like because the Nuggets won, it wasn't big news because like they're not like
fancy,
like a fancy famous team.
Yeah. I just feel like I don't care, you know?
No, I know. I feel like if it was the Heat and it was Kevin Love, like she also would have, she posted like a roundup yesterday about like how these big life moments were happening at the same time. And she would have said like they won.
Yeah, yeah.
But she didn't
But I saw a picture of like him holding a trophy. That's why I thought he won. Just like, what's it called? Like, who won the NBA championship?
NBA Finals. Yeah, that's what I just...
The Nuggets. Okay.
Okay. The Nuggets won. Congratulations.
Happy for the Nuggets, both chicken and plant-based.
It's crazy that that's a name of a basketball team.
Such a good point.
Nuggets.
Yeah. And like a nugget, I feel like nug is like what people call pot.
Is it?
And Denver is like a pot state.
So do you think that...
I don't know.
Let's Google why are they called the Nuggets?
Because I don't think I'm wrong in that. Like that pot is referred to like when it comes in like a little cluster.
No, you might be right, but the team was named so long ago. Like,
right.
Nuggets refer to the 19th century mining boom in Colorado when people rushed the area hoping to make their fortunes by panning for gold and silver nuggets. You
Honestly,
know what?
I kind of love that.
I was kind of like thinking, I know I didn't say it.
So. Oh, shut up. So you knew that, but you just chose to withhold it?
It just like, it crossed my mind. It was like something about gold.
Sure.
Like gold nuggets.
Sure.
But I didn't say it.
Sure. Yeah, no, I knew that. I knew it too. I like knew it, but I didn't want to share it because like I was like didn't want to be embarrassed by how smart I was.
You had your pot theory.
No, but that was just a cover because like I really knew that it was about the gold.
Well, you learn something new every day. Did you see those memes? The only reason why I know is Heat versus Nuggets because I saw those memes that it's like you're saying that you're watching like Heat Nuggets. Like it sounds like you're microwaving.
That's funny.
Dinner.
No, I didn't see one piece of content from the NBA Finals. Like I
Once
didn't even know.
Stopped being LA and New York.
Yeah, but like once the Knicks got out, which was very early on, like I didn't.
It wasn't very early.
It was like first round or second round.
Second.
Yeah, maybe second.
Who'd beat them? Heat.
And they ended up winning?
And they ended up winning.
No, they
no.
The way, like, I don't care, you know? It's so amazing.
Yeah.
I just, you know, good game.
Yeah, but do you ever watch, like, every time I watch a basketball game, like, when they sing the national anthem, like, it is always atrocious. I feel like they're trying to recreate, like, the Fergie moment for themselves, and they refuse to have...
Who are you referring to?
And it's not even celebrities like that.
It's always like randos.
Yeah, it could be like a local, star.
I love a local star. I hope to be one day.
Always bad at the end in like basketball.
Well, whenever I go to sporting events, like the trade-off is like, fine, I'll go, but like we have to make it for the national anthem because it's like my favorite part.
Yeah.
And there's something about like being in the arena when everyone like takes their hats off and chants. Like,
no,
it's always good.
It's always moving. But I'm just saying, like every time I watch like a football national anthem, like it's solid.
It's definitely a dream of mine to sing it.
You should go for a basketball one because
the bar is obviously very
really
low.
Have standards.
For the land of the free. That was literally so good.
I feel like you could sing at like a Rangers game.
Like New York Rangers?
Yeah.
And the home of the brave. Consider that my audition.
So good. We've like a few times over the years, like no one ever followed up with us, but, like kicked around the idea of like, it was very minor league stuff.
You know,
I have Turdy and I like, you throw
out the first pitch.
I throw the first pitch and Claudia sings the national anthem and like, it's a dream.
It's a dream. Even though like in actuality, like if the offer came across my desk, I would be quaking. Like I might even turn it down. I'd be so nervous.
You would rise to the occasion.
I would rise to the occasion, but I'd need like a few weeks because I'd have to start doing like my vocal lessons again.
Yeah. No, but you would be amazing.
Oh, say, can you just need to like get through it. You don't need to be amazing. Like you just need to be good.
And you just need to not over sing it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't try and do like, as I was singing before, I was going to do like the Whitney Houston, brave, the brave. But no, I would keep it just
even
to
though
like
that sounded good.
I would fuck it up.
You have to, if you're not Whitney Houston, you have to keep it simple.
And like, the rocket's red glare. That's like the hardest part, and I just killed it. And I'm sitting down.
But you also got to start at
a lower key.
At the key of your
choosing.
The
bombs bursting in air. That was different.
Okay, we'll take that.
Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. That was good, no?
You guys, someone who works, I know one of you bitches works for a sports team.
Then I could do the Fergie. Oh, say, does the star spangled. Honestly, I could see how she got so carried away. Like
100%.
And your head away. Like I could see it. The song like takes over.
And you're
oh my god. Oh my god. You can't point at a person like that.
This proved my point from earlier.
I thought there was a bug on me.
I'm pointing at your American flag.
I thought there was a bug on me. I'm seriously, like, I have to go to the hospital. I'm not okay.
I'm pointing at your flag, bitch.
You can't just point at me. Like,
point proven.
I really thought there was a bug. You were like, oh, no. Like, you were just like, that's what you do when there's a bug on someone. You're like, oh my God, there's a bug. Your sweater. You just did it again. That's exactly how someone would react if there was an actual bug on me. I'm so glad we got that on camera.
I'm so glad that now you guys know I wasn't just being a bitch at the top of the show. Like, she scares so easily.
Oh my God.
Too easily.
I'm really not okay. I need help.
But continue with your singing in your sweater.
Oh, my sweater. Yeah.
That's what I was pointing at.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the little flat brave. It's just such a beautiful song. Like I would do it. I would put respect on it. Like I love that song.
Of course. Would you wear that sweater?
Probably.
You could wear this whole outfit. Honestly, there are so many baseball games.
Are we done with the stories?
Oh, we're running out of time. So I'll just let you know that Tyga and
We're
Avril...
not running out of time. You have to pee?
No. Oh, we're not running out of time. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Tyga and Avril Lavigne broke up.
Who cares?
Right. That's your fifth and final story. But what I wanted to say is there are so many baseball games, especially coming
in a
up.
season.
We're about to be in baseball season. If any of you work for the Mets or the Yankees, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to put it out there because we got to get Turdy to sing the national anthem. Like, that was an amazing audition. And honestly, like, some of you guys get the worst fucking national anthem singers. And it's rude and disrespectful to the country.
Right. It's not patriotic.
Mm-mm. Look at Turdy, proud American.
You know what I am? Proud American. Oh, say. I love that song. That's like my go-to shower song.
It's so good.
It's really like a stunning song. I know everybody like thinks their anthem is beautiful and like they get choked up.
A lot of anthems are really beautiful.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know any others.
Hot Tikva. Gorgeous.
Oh, actually, I do know Hot Tikva, the one of Israel. That's really like...
It's too beautiful.
How does it start?
No, seriously, I'm going to cry. Stop.
Balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulfate mizrach kadima hayin letzion Sophia od lo havta tikvatenu hatikva bat shlosham payim liotam chofshi be'artzenu eretz Zion, Yerushalayim, bum bum, liotam chofshi be'artzenu eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. That's really, that's a gorgeous one. All right, I'll fly to Israel and do national anthem there. Like maybe, what do they play over there? Soccer.
100%.
Football. Maybe they respect me in Israel.
Yeah, that was a beautiful audition. Canada has a really nice national anthem.
I don't know that one.
And I'm pretty sure that...
is it God Save the Queen?
Yeah, is the British one.
Yeah, how does that go?
What are the lyrics?
God Save the Queen. Yeah. I think that's how it goes.
No, it's like... it's remember from our video with when we were the royal family.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember.
We also have Hail to the Chief in this country.
We have a lot of ancillary songs.
Yeah.
America the Beautiful.
That's really a
What
fucking
about
gorgeous song.
This Land Is Your Land?
Obsessed.
Obsessed beyond.
Wait, speaking of Hail to the Chief, over the weekend I watched two movies that I'd never seen that are like classics that everybody's like, you've never seen it? The first is Father of the Bride, and I love Nancy Meyers, and I know that's like her kind of debuting film. It stunk. It literally stunk it up. I love Steve Martin. I never found someone so annoying in my life. Horrible. Then I watched The First Daughter.
Is that with Katie Holmes?
Yeah, and it's like she's
in the pink dress.
She's the first daughter of the country, like her dad's the president.
Yeah.
The pink dress, yeah. Lucky Charm has been secured. Also terrible, but like in a good way.
In a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody said that there's another movie that's exactly the same plot. Like the first daughter goes on a date
DCOM.
with no, that's My Date with the President's Daughter. No, there's like another one called Chasing Liberty.
Oh yeah, with Mandy Moore.
And they say it's so much better. So that's what I'm gonna watch this week.
Okay, great. I watched Father of the Bride recently for the first time, like a few years ago, and I agree, like it didn't do anything for me. I watched it while I was en fiance.
Like it was
when
bad.
I was planning my wedding.
It wasn't Nancy Meyers energy. Like it wasn't even beautiful.
No.
Like it stunk.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so I guess we're just scooting past the fifth story.
Yeah. Avril and Tyga broke up.
Who cares?
And I can't really read the timer. That's why
I'll keep an eye on the timer. Don't worry.
Sorry, Turdy. I was worried for you.
You're like panicked today.
No. I thought it was way further than it was. We're good.
You thought you saw a bug, and then you thought you saw
an American flag.
Okay, let's do Dear Toasters, our advice segment, which I'm so excited to announce. There's now more than one way to submit. Isn't that exciting?
It is exciting.
So, of course, as always, you can email deartoasters@gmail.com. But now we're kind of like entering our tech girl era. We have a new website, which is so exciting. And I don't know it. What is it? Toast Podcast?
TheToastPodcast.com.
TheToastPodcast.com, where you can just like learn more about the toast, you know, whatever.
It has the Toast Essentials.
It has the Toast
all
Essentials.
In one place.
But you can now, there's also like a little box you can submit. If you scroll down to the website, it says Dear Toaster, submit, and you could just write in there as opposed to whipping out your email. And it's all anonymous. So I just feel like that was worth mentioning. All right, Dear Toasters, our weekly advice segment where we do our best to help toasters in need. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, Jackson Claude. Love you girlies so much. Thanks for always being a bright spot in my life. I'm writing in because I need advice. I've been dating my boyfriend for 6 years now. We met in college and we are moving in together this winter. After college, we've always lived close enough in the city that I never needed a drawer for any of my stuff at his place. However, I recently asked to leave a pack of contacts and a toothbrush in one of his drawers in his room, and he flipped out. Immediately said no, said that the toothbrush was gross, even though it was brand new, and that the contacts grossed him out. I tried to reason with him, but he said he would never ever let me leave them in his room, and I can just leave them in my car or in my backpack so I don't forget them if I need them. Is this normal behavior? This makes absolutely no sense to me, and it honestly just like hurts my feelings. XOXO, a toaster.
Okay, that's fucking weird.
No, by the way, it's literally one of the rudest things.
For sure, but it's not worth like writing off 6 years of a relationship. So I just have a few
actually
things to
disagree.
say. I have a few things to say. Like, maybe he's weirdly about like toothbrushes and contacts, because those are like personal effects. Like, I would see if he has the same reaction to, oh, can I read leave a t-shirt or a book or something. Like, see if it's just about like he doesn't want your stuff around. Also, with these things, it's generally better not to ask permission. Like, you just start to infringe in general.
I guess, but after 6 years and you still have to infringe, I feel like this is the biggest red flag of all time.
It's like 6 years, but there were some college years which aren't like full.
Okay, but in college you like sleep in a twin bed. Like
right.
You get I feel like boyfriend and girlfriends who like are closer than more normal couples.
Oh yeah, closer,
this is
but it's not as serious of a relationship.
I'm sorry, this is such a red flag. Like, you can't leave a toothbrush?
It's not good, but I would give it a few more chances. Like,
I don't know.
Try with things that aren't so
your feelings like are
like, what if he's a germaphobe, you know?
So he'd rather kiss you with your
like,
dirty breath?
Honestly, I've seen like the way Snitch leaves her contacts around, and there's always like a puddle of saline. Like,
I agree. Contacts are disgusting.
And a toothbrush, like, do you have a little cap for it? Like,
I'm sorry, no.
No, I'm not saying I agree with him. I'm just trying to understand where he's coming from. And let's try it with some personal effects that are less germy.
Now, if he's so germy, he'd rather you not brush your teeth?
Right. What were you doing before? Or bring like a little cosmetic case and just like put it under his sink.
Yeah.
With all of those things in there. I'm just going to like give him the benefit of the doubt that he's like a little germophobic.
That's nice. I'm feeling like this is the biggest red flag I've ever seen. Like, your boyfriend won't let you leave a toothbrush at his apartment and you've been together for 6 years.
When you put it like that.
Like, there's something else going on.
Yeah, that's why I want you to try other things, because it's like, does he have other girls over and he doesn't want someone to see your stuff?
But also, you're 6 years in a relationship. Like, I would hope that you don't have to play games like that. Like, can you sit him down and be like, what the fuck is your problem?
I know, but when you're trying to like enter a new stage of relationship, and for them it would be like, you know, leaving things at each other's places, eventually moving in together. Like, sometimes you gotta like take the back door.
Oh, sorry, they are moving in together this winter,
right?
So question mark. There's something amiss here. I'm serious.
I would just give it a little, try a few more ways, is what I would say, before you give up on 6 years. What's another 2 days?
You know, but I'm just want to let you know, like, I'm offended for you, and this is a red flag, and I feel like there's something else going on. And I just want to say that in case like something else does end up going on, and I was right, you know?
You know, you very well might be right.
And it's nice of you. You're being so optimistic today.
I am.
What's wrong with you?
Maybe I'm just so excited about
your book. Yeah.
And it's just like, even just seeing it there just buoys me.
Yeah, no, like a secret project reveal can, soften even the hardest of girls.
So true.
It's so true. And I totally forgot that Dear Toasters is brought to you by Masterclass. I apologize. Masterclass is everything. I've taken many Masterclass. Most recently, I took Kris Jenner's, and I found it to be extremely like apropos for what we do. I love the concept of Masterclass. I love their membership, and I think Masterclass is just the best. Also a great gift for somebody.
I've given Masterclass as a gift. It was so well received, and it was so personal because there was so many subjects in the category that this person is interested in, which was like acting, filmmaking, directing, like Martin Scorsese's there. Like it was such the perfect gift. And I've taken master classes before and I've learned so much.
So if you don't know what masterclass is, it's basically the place where you can learn from the best to become your best, and you can do it anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. So their annual memberships start at $10 a month, and you're basically getting unlimited access to every instructor, thousands of online lessons, exclusive content, insights, and so much more. There are over 180 classes to pick from, everything from, Bob Iger, our favorite guy, to Kris Jenner,
Sarah Blakely,
I believe Gordon Ramsay. They've got Malcolm Gladwell, Steve Martin. We were just talking about him. Esther Perel, Mariah Carey.
No, I feel like the chef ones, like
really?
I haven't done those yet. I'm going to make Zach do them. I'm going to give him that as a gift. Belated Father's Day. Learn how to cook and make me a sandwich.
They have new classes being added every month, and you're basically going to find practical takeaways that you can apply to your life and at work. If you run a business, you can use Masterclass to even help your team. Gain new skills in as little as 10 minutes, either on your phone, computer, tablet, smart TV, or even audio mode. Get unlimited access to every class, and right now, the Toast listeners can get 15% off when you go to masterclass.com/toast. That's masterclass.com/toast for 15% off an annual membership, which is already really affordable, plus our code masterclass.com/TOAST. All right, sorry, now back to the task at hand, helping toasters in need. All right. Oh, this one's interesting. Hello, ladies. Love you. You make my day. I feel like one of the sisters. Let's get into it. My fiance proposed to me about 3 months ago. It was perfect. Perfect day, perfect surprise, the exact ring I wanted. Flash forward a few months, and I find an email on his Gmail that he bought my diamond online from a lab-grown diamond supplier. I immediately confront him, and he lied to me. He told me it was real. Keeping in mind, he's been telling me it's real from the engagement, mentioning that it cost him a lot of money. It's not like he's struggling, by the way. He's extremely well off. Finally, though, he came clean and told me that it was lab grown and that he wanted to replace it, but he got it in the first place to save some money for our wedding and a house. We will have to pay for most of our wedding ourselves. What do? I feel so upset that he lied to me and made me feel like this ring was real and super expensive. On the other hand, I feel vain and snobby that I would only want a real diamond and that he should buy me one and help us pay for the wedding. He says he'll bring me to the jeweler and get me a real diamond, and he's so sorry, but I just feel icky about the whole thing. I love this man and I want to marry him, but I do feel betrayed. Help a sister out.
It's the lie. Like,
yeah, of course.
If he never like told you it was real as opposed to lab grown, and when you did find out, you went to him and he never lied about it and he was just upfront, like you could deal with the facts as they were and decide if you wanted to have a real diamond or put the money towards the wedding, when that's totally like either choice is totally your call and totally fine. It's that he lied and kind of like gaslighted you.
Yeah, multiple times. Even when confronted.
Even when confronted, like that to me is a huge issue.
And I just want to say, like, wanting a real diamond versus a lab-grown diamond is not like an unreasonable thing to ask for. I think some people prefer moissanite. Like, diamonds are more personal. Like, to have a preference is not a bad thing. But to be lied to that you got your preference is like an unethical thing to do.
Yes, and then when asked to double down, I'm like, because like, so, it's different to like lie by omission than to like straight up
she didn't
lie
ask,
to
so
someone's face.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're allowed to be upset. I think you should get the ring that you want, especially because it seems like money's not a factor here. She said he's well off and she didn't bring up cost. Like,
right. It just sounds like however much you spend more on the ring, like will be taken out of your wedding budget. But
yeah, and that would have been a decision that like you should have gotten to make,
Yeah.
Because if he had sat you down and said, like, listen, I'll get you what you want, but, like, that's taking budget. So do you care more about the ring? Like, these are the conversations you have in a time when you're spending a lot of money on weddings and houses and rings. So, I don't know. I just feel like he totally left you out of the conversation and, like, lit you up and told you what you got was real and it wasn't. Like, to be lied to is just never a good feeling.
Yeah. So where does she go from here?
I think you should, like, really explain, like, why. Like, and it's hard to explain why you're feeling this way without sounding shallow, because men are so dumb that he'll just be like, I didn't get the ring you wanted. You're mad. It really doesn't have to do with like the quality of diamond. It has to do with the lie. No,
you lied to my face. You're capable of lying to my face. We're trying to start a life together, and that can never happen again.
Yeah. So I think it really needs to explain to him in like a dumbed down way, because I don't think most men like will understand. Like, he'll just be like, she wanted a diamond, and like he's so dumb.
Yeah.
But if you explain it to him in like a really common, rational way, how you got to this, like why what he did was hurtful, having nothing to do with the actual quality of the diamond, hopefully you'll be able to get through to him, but there's really no telling.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, that sucks.
It does.
Because you should like look down at your pit. Yeah, and you should look down at your ring and like be like overwhelmed with joy.
I'm not even worried about her lab grown versus real diamond. I'm worried that like her fiance lied to her about something like
No,
big.
but the ring is a representation of the lie. And so when you look at it, you think about like the lie and like the awkward.
Yeah, but he said he could take her to the jewelry store and get what she wants. Like,
yeah, but she'll still think about the lie.
Yeah, no, it's a pit.
It's a pit. He gave you a pit, and that's not cool.
No.
Especially during a time like being engaged is already full of so many pits, you know, budgets, family.
No, it's supposed to be a happy time.
No, but it's a time that's filled with pits.
Yeah, that's the biggest lie.
Yeah, that they sell to women. That like being engaged is the happiest time of your life. It's literally the worst.
Being engaged is really bad. Getting married is wonderful.
Fabulous.
And being married is wonderful.
Can't recommend it enough.
It comes with its own,
set of challenges.
Bag of tarts.
Just like everything does in life.
Just like everything, but it's
really, not overwhelmingly negative.
It's a wonderful state of being.
Yeah. Wishing you the best. I don't know if we really helped, but
I think we just validated how she's feeling,
right.
But also let her know it's not like the end of the world. And if you guys have a good relationship, like he fucked up, okay.
But like he has to really understand why.
He has to know and learn.
Grow and learn and do better. Do better. All right, our third and final. This is the one I was talking about at the beginning of the show.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Jackson Claude. I'm a loyal mom fan who never misses an episode. Here's my dilemma.
That's so us.
My daughter is 27 and she lives with her fiance. We are very codependent on each other. We need to talk on the phone, FaceTime, or hang out every day.
Okay.
She's my best friend, my daughter, my soulmate. We are inseparable. I adore my son-in-law, and I don't want him to feel like he's marrying us both. His own mom is super close to her mother, and they talk every day too. Do you think it's weird? Should we not be so up each other's asses? He doesn't complain about it, but I would never want to be that overbearing mother-in-law. I only want them to be happy as any Jewish mother would. Love you both. Thank you for your input. So she's done nothing wrong, but she's like feeling...
She's worried.
She must hear how we talk about, other people's situations.
Yeah.
And be very worried that she's going to become that.
Okay, no, not at all.
You sound too self-aware to ever become the villain in this story.
No, but also it's like the relationship between you and your daughter is completely neutral. Like she wants to talk to you every day. Like you guys are each other's soulmates. You're not being overbearing by just like being so present in her life and being her best friend.
No, but she's worried that like the son-in-law like finds her annoying and like won't say anything. But he hasn't said anything. But until there's a problem, like...
No, and it's like you're not... No, that it doesn't exist.
Also, the relationship between wives and their mothers is very different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, if you're not meddling in their relationship, it's as if she's FaceTiming her best friend every day. Like what the fiance is gonna be like
mad about that,
like talk to your friends.
Yeah, unless you start like coming over unannounced. That's where shit
unless
gets
you're, like FaceTiming every day with like mean mother-in-law energy and like talking shit about him. But it sounds like you really like him. You just like love your daughter so much, and you're worried you guys spend too much time together. But like I think that's a beautiful thing.
It sounds harmless at this point.
Totally.
I think as long as you like don't start becoming like the toxic mother-in-law with no boundaries, like showing up unannounced, doing things once they have kids like that they don't approve of. There's so many toxic mother-in-law things. Like as long as you sound so self-aware, like this isn't even an issue yet. And you're writing to us, I'm not worried about you in the slightest. You honestly sound like a dream mother-in-law.
Yeah. No, and
you're
think
good.
The relationship that you have with your daughter is so amazing.
Beautiful.
Like no problems here.
Closeness isn't a crime.
No.
But things do get sticky, with in-laws and stuff. But I think you're totally fine.
Yeah, and it sounds like everyone likes each other.
Yeah, it sounds like honestly a gorgeous family to be marrying into. Mm-hmm. You sound like a queen.
Yeah. All good.
But let us know if anything gets dicey with the other mother-in-law, It'll happen. It always does.
They're engaged.
They're engaged, right? They haven't even had the wedding yet.
Right.
So things are about to get really tough. Really tough. Godspeed to you, my toaster friend. Yeah. That's our show. That's the toast. Before we head out for the day, make sure to head to thecamperandthecounselor.com. Click on the link in Jackie's bio. It'll be in my stories. It'll be the toast stories. You'll be able to find it. You can also just search on Amazon or search on Google, Target, The Camper and the Counselor by Jackie Oshry. Support women authors. This book will change your life. And that's our show. Did I forget anything?
It is just a wonderful children's book. And it's fun for the mamas. It's so fun to read.
It is.
Like that iambic rhyme it hits different.
It hits every time.
And I'm just really excited that it's out there. I've literally been it's been in the background of like all my pictures that I'm taking. Like I actually haven't even, it's probably Easter eggs in like some of like my Instagram stories because it's just literally constantly next to me because we're always reading it or just looking at it. And I'm so excited to share it with everyone.
And I'm so excited for the sequel, The Turd and the Turd.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that pre-order link. But in the meantime, this one.
in the meantime, this one, and then I'll get to working on the sequel.
Oh, you haven't even started? That's disgusting.
No, I have to like the idea.
The
has
story
to ruminate,
needs to
you know
write
what
itself,
I mean?
yeah.
And then let the words fall where they may.
Fall where they may.
Exactly.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the Toast the Millennium Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories that you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please remember to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. This episode was like so crazy. We're also available as a podcast where podcasts can be found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Video, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places where you listen to podcasts. Find us at Toast, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are. Hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. I'm in studio tomorrow with Bane, and it's going to be fabulous. So I'll see you there. Love ya. Bye.